What the duck is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of DuckTakes. As always, with my co-host Garrett.
Hi, guys.
And today's episode, we're going to be talking about Avatar: Fire and Ash. Timothy James Cameron's newest installment in the Avatar franchise. Some would say a complete trilogy. Some would argue not, though, because he's also got plans for 4 and 5.
It's clearly not complete.
Even though they said they could end it after 3, I don't think that. But nonetheless, that's what we're here to talk about. Talk about some movie news, some news right off the bat. Are you 100% sure about what we discussed last night?
What we discussed?
He doesn't even remember. Do you remember what we discussed at your birthday party?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll do it.
So that was, even though that wasn't a sober decision.
No, I'll still do it. What do you mean? That was at like the beginning of the party.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
That was before I even had a drink.
All right. So then big news. Big news for all of you fans and Patreon members out there. All right. So if we hit 300 paid patron members, I will shave Garrett's head. I will shave Garrett's head. Give him a buzz cut if we hit 300 paid patrons. So we're at 140 right now, give or take. We can get it done, guys. We got over 500 members total. Let's get it done. It's only $5 for the cheapest tier. You get bonus content. You get bonus episodes. So, it's worth it.
Yeah, to be clear, not shaved clean like a bald, but
not a skinhead.
Yeah.
But we're going to shave.
Yeah,
we're going to give him a buzz cut.
Yeah, it's going to be a buzz cut.
We're giving him a buzz cut. Like a 3-level buzz cut.
And I'm keeping the burly beard.
Yeah. So that's the news. 300 paid patrons and dead ass, we will shave Garrett's head. It's confirmed. It is confirmed. So we can do it, guys. Let's get there. Like I said, we've dropped prices. Patreon is cheaper than it has ever been. You get bonus podcast episodes. Let's get it done, because I would really like to shave Garrett's head.
I feel like he's more excited about this than you guys would be.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. But like I said, we got to hit it to shave his head. We will also be having a Christmas episode coming out on the Patreon as well. We're going to be doing a Christmas movie bracket, as well as answering your Christmas questions that we've gotten on the Discord. Make sure you guys are joining our Discord as well. Join our little community. Some other news right now in the movie industry. Timothy Chalamet is killing it with the marketing happening with Marty Supreme right now. Don't know if everyone is caught up on the latest Timothy marketing moves, but it's been genius by A24 and the Marty Supreme team. We did also get confirmation that Timothy is not SD Kid. SD Kid. I've never heard his name said out loud until like this whole debacle went down.
Yeah. Now, and what's crazy is I didn't know that the For Raw song, which people have been using on edits like crazy. I had no idea that was him.
I had no idea either, but I've heard that song before.
I've heard it so many times.
So
what a kick-ass song for him to feature on. Like, that's his biggest one. The beat goes so hard.
So rumors were going around that this underground UK rapper SD Kid was Timothy Chalamet, because even though you didn't see his face, you just see his eyes, and it looked like Timothy Chalamet. So
extreme, and even when they took off the mask, they look very similar.
So what does Timothy do? Well, they hear about this rumor going around, and it had been going on for months now at this point.
People were asking him in interviews, like, rumors are going around, are you SD Kid? And every answer, all will be revealed in due time.
So he knew what he was doing. Long behold, this past week, he hopped on a For Raw remix, dropped a verse, spitting bars, and debunked the rumors that he is not SD Kid, but
SD Kid, bro.
Whatever,
SD Kid,
and he can spit bars.
He can't spit bars. He did used to rap.
He did used to rap and post them on YouTube.
I think.
Yeah, posted him on YouTube.
What kid wasn't posting on YouTube?
He was also on Drewski's Could Have Been Records, which was hilarious as well. You've seen him on late night talk shows with bodyguards wearing ping pong ball heads. Let's say Marty Supremo. I mean, it's just been a generational marketing campaign, I must say.
Yeah. No, he is definitely in the conversation for White Boy of the Year. That's for sure.
He's in conversation for White Boy of the 21st century.
You also right.
Yeah, he's got motion.
He's got motion,
we're
twin.
already glazing him. But you know, someone's got to glaze. Someone's got to glaze. Also, before seeing Avatar Fire and Ash, depending on your theater, you either saw the latest trailer for the Odyssey or you saw the 6-minute prologue. In our IMAX showing before Avatar, we saw the 6-minute prologue.
Yeah.
So I have seen Avatar Fire and Ash twice now. A huge reason why I wanted to see it again with Garrett was because of this 6-minute prologue that we get of the Odyssey. I'll let you take the floor. What did you think of the 6-minute prologue that we get of the Odyssey?
It looked kick ass, bro.
It fucking kick ass.
It looked kick ass. I'm so hyped for that to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the trailer for the first time earlier today, and I'm just so excited that they're leaning into the mythology of all this.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the fact that I saw the Cyclops, I was like,
it looks good.
yeah. No, that part got me real excited.
The music.
The music was fire.
God, the music was
Dude,
so good.
The helmet.
Yes.
The helmet, bro. He looks like
Yes.
Darth Vader if he was back in time. It's crazy.
So clearly, we don't care about the historical accuracy with the
I don't give a fuck,
with the wardrobe.
bro. If it looks cool, I mean, yeah. What I don't know. What's with the historical accuracy thing, bro?
I mean,
I don't know.
Just like
at the end of the day, it is a movie. You're trying to entertain people.
And here's the thing too: is like it'd be different if this was real, like real history, but it's Greek mythology. Now, again, that's like
it's based
that's
on
real history, right?
It's based on real events, but it is mythology, and it's like, you know. And I feel like whenever something has been made, you know, whenever something about mythology has been made, it's always good to just exaggerate and make things, you know, cooler than they probably actually were.
Yeah.
And it's just going to attract more people to go see the movie. So I have zero problem with it. I think it looks awesome.
Dude, you know who that actor is under that armor?
No, I don't.
Benny Safdie. The director, you got to get your names better.
Dude, I know.
The director of
I recognize the name. I did.
Yeah. He's a co-director, Safdie Brothers, director of Good Time, Uncut Gems. Also, if you remember from Oppenheimer, he was the
I got it.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
You just got to put a name to the face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, I recognize the name, but all right. Yes. All the bells are ringing.
Yeah. They made him look like Darth Vader.
They did.
Which is crazy.
Dude, I actually hate his character in the Happy Gilmore though.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a terrible movie.
I mean, even just what they did with his like wardrobe looks so bad.
It
looks so
bad. Whole movie was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Ludwig, Christopher Nolan's right-hand man at this point. He's done Oppenheimer. He's done Tenet. Now he's doing The Odyssey. He is becoming the new Hans Zimmer for Christopher Nolan.
Dude,
I love that he's getting like this young, fresh.
Yes.
Not even fresh at this point, but just like the next right-hand man for him.
Yeah. Like the next generational talent. Yes. Like the next
Hans Zimmer, really.
Yeah. The next Hans Zimmer, the next John Williams.
Yeah.
That's Ludwig will be in conversation with those guys. He already is in conversation with those guys.
That's the craziest part is that he already is. Yeah. I mean, is Ludwig his real name? Because like,
why would it not be?
Because I mean, it's crazy. Like that's got to be planned or something. Like how you name your kid Ludwig? Like Ludwig Beethoven. That's his first name. You gonna name like your kid's obviously gonna be a generational composer with that first name, or he's gotta be. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
How you gonna name your kid that?
Stroke of luck.
Stroke of luck, my ass. That's the God saying this kid is going to have golden fingers when he touches that piano.
All right, I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you move on, but when you're watching the prologue and the trailer, is there just like, I don't know why, it's just like almost intimidating watching it, where it like makes you want to be quiet and just like silence. I don't know. I find the music extremely just like ominous and intimidating during the movie during the prologue.
A huge part during the prologue that like what got my heart racing so much was the music. And we're going to get into Avatar Fire and Ash, and I did like it, but like I said this on a TikTok, that one scene from the Odyssey had my heart racing more than any scene in Avatar Fire and Ash.
Damn.
Yeah. And first time I saw it in theaters with Summer and Berto, and I was just like, well, the movie's ruined because that was the best thing I've ever seen. And then it's so funny too, because the next trailer after the Odyssey prologue is Moana 2. And I'm like, the level of craftsmanship, just such a huge step down.
Yeah.
Such a huge step down.
Clearly targeting a different audience.
For sure. But it's just like, oh my God. Just from, creating this Greek mythology out of practicality, practical effects, filmed in IMAX, and then you go to Moana, where it almost just looks like an animated movie, because it's heavily CGI'd, but it's not even like, the best looking CGI that we've seen. So it just almost looks like an animated film, when there should be a lot of more, location sets for a movie like that.
There should be.
We also did get our Brainiac. Did you hear that?
I did not.
So, Man of Tomorrow finds its Brainiac in Lars Ettinger. I've never heard him before. He is a German actor that will face off against David Cornsweet and Nicholas Hoult and in Superman Man of Tomorrow. So we do have our Brainiac for the DCU now, which is
Heidinger.
Which is pretty crazy. We have our Brainiac now.
We have our Brainiac.
That's pretty crazy news. But I feel like
I'm not gonna lie. Off pictures alone, I can see it. I can see it.
It didn't get much buzz though. I mean, I think just because not a lot of people over here in the States know who he is probably. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that's a bad thing if he's the best man for the job. I think that's fantastic. Just like how a lot of people didn't know Christoph Waltz when he took off in a Tarantino movie. Obviously, people over in Europe knew who he was, but not many people over in the States. Mm-hmm. If he's the best man for the job, let's get it done.
Apparently, he's a rapper as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Timothy?
It says German actor and rapper.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
No way. Timothy Chalamet Part 2?
Possibly. Nah, he's like 49.
We got Oscars season coming soon, award season coming soon, so it's gonna be a busy 2026. I'm really excited for 2026. We went over all the movies coming out in 2026 next year and our most anticipated, and it's just gonna be a pretty crazy year when it's all said and done between movies and TV shows.
Next year is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy, so I'm really excited for that. So let's talk about Avatar Fire and Ash. Let's get down to it. Like we said, third installment of this Avatar franchise. We got Sam Worthington as Jake Sully, Zoe Saldana as Neytiri, Sigourney Weaver as Kiri. Yeah, that rhymes. Stephen Lang as Quaritch. Is it Oana or Anna Chaplin?
I don't know.
Oona. How do you say that? Not good.
I would say Oana. Yeah.
Oana Chaplin as Varang.
Yeah.
Also the granddaughter of Charlie Chaplin. I did not know it.
That's
which
cool.
Also, she is Robb Stark's wife in Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. That's probably where you know her from.
Yep.
And some of you may ask, how is she only not even the great granddaughter, but the granddaughter of Charlie Chaplin when he died in like 77? She was born in 88.
Then clearly he was having kids late in his life.
He was 54 and her grandmother was 18 when they got married.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Yeah. So that's how that happened.
Yeah.
Jack Champion as Spider, Kate Winslet as Ronald. The
names are crazy.
Not gonna be good with this.
Nope.
Cliff Curtis as Tunuwari. I'm sorry, man. Eddie Falco as General Ardmore.
Fuck. Can't even get the human's name.
Eddie Falco, who is Tony Soprano's wife in The Sopranos. I didn't even recognize her the first time I watched this, and I saw it was Falco. I was like, oh shit. And then Britton Dalton as Loak. Loak is like the one name I know.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah. So both of these movies, Avatar Fire and Ash and Avatar Way of Water, filmed at the same time. Continuous storyline there. So spoiler-free thoughts on Avatar Fire and Ash.
I liked it. Visuals are what you expect. They're amazing. And it, it just makes me sad that other CGI projects are not taken as seriously.
With as much care and attention to details.
It makes me mad that like this is the one franchise that is so consistent on the CGI and it just looks, flawless every time. But just repetitive, bro. That's always where my head goes with these. I feel like I'm watching the same movie in a different font.
More so the same as Avatar Way of Water.
Yeah. Especially Way of Water.
Right.
And I thought Way of Water was extremely similar to the original. So it's, I don't know. It's like they're good. Like like it's like a sound, plot and everything. It's fine, but I need more variety, bro. Like, why am I gonna watch these new movies when I can just go back and watch the OG?
So I will say this. I did enjoy this movie more on a rewatch. While I enjoyed it the first time, I had similar complaints. I felt like, we had the same ending with Avatar Way of Water. Kind of the same plot too, where they were going after the whales for their money.
Yes. They didn't emphasize that part as much this time because that would have especially felt like a repeat.
But the Solis do end up back at the Water Clan.
Yeah.
So that part, like the second half more so felt the same as of Avatar Way of Water.
Yeah.
What I enjoyed a lot more on a rewatch, and again, I enjoyed the first time, but what I really enjoyed on a rewatch was the first half of this movie and the introduction of Varang.
Yes.
And
I like the first half of this movie better than the last half.
And the dynamic with Quaritch and Jake Sully and Varang, like all the relationships that Quaritch has with Varang and Jake Sully in this one. I thought she was a great character to introduce into this franchise, to give it a little bit of a new life.
Yeah.
And just a different villain as well. A different villain with a different ambition. More or less, the colonizers and Varang have similar ambition in terms of like wanting to spread their fire metaphorically throughout the world, but in a different light here,
Is it weird that I was like kind of rooting for Quaritch and Varang? Like I don't know. I kind of liked their psychotic psychotic relationship with each other.
To our favorite relationships in this movie, our favorite dynamics in this movie. When we talk about spoilers, but yeah, no, I think Varang adds a lot of new interesting conflicts and relationships in this movie. So I thought she was a great character that we get introduced to. Sexy as hell, crazy. She's crazy, but she can. I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I can change her. She can change me. She can change me."
That's what she did to Quaritch.
That's what she did to Quaritch. Funny enough, one of our Film Talk friends, Movie Talk with Brock, he created a video talking about the women
I saw some
in Avatar.
Video, yeah.
He's like, I'm going to tag the creators too, who I think would be good for answering this question. Of course, he tagged us because me and him, we got same level of freak in our head. Varang, easily.
She can get it.
Easily. First time I saw this movie as a 13-year-old, first Avatar, I was convinced. I'm going to get to another point too.
See, here.
What?
Here's my thing. If you were to do it, would you have to be in an Avatar body? Or would you, because I don't think I could, I just feel emasculated if I was like.
Well, that could be.
That's some people's thing they like. That
could be an experience.
It would be an experience, but That I don't know if I can.
mean,
I don't know if I can do it as a human. I would honestly be scared of getting like killed in the process.
I mean, I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try. Varang by far the baddest. Although Neytiri is.
Bro, Neytiri's always
Neytiri's always been bad.
Yeah.
No, I don't think this is racist. Like, I think Zoe, I don't think this is racist to say. Like, that Zoe Saldana is beautiful. But as Gamora and as Neytiri,
yeah.
she's like.
You think she's hotter?
Even hotter.
How would that be racist? They're both aliens.
I don't know. Someone would find a way to make it racist, but.
Honestly, maybe it's like, okay, for one, I think the Neytiri comparison is like a little unfair because like her body is completely
yeah, it's full CGI.
As Gamora though, I don't know, maybe it's just like the alien aesthetic that's like so intriguing. I don't know.
It's very intriguing.
It is intriguing. It's exotic.
Yeah, maybe that's
Is that a bad wait, is that also
racist?
Yeah.
But how?
No, because people talk about like, you know, people
like we're exotic to other people.
Are we though? I feel like white is just vanilla to everybody.
White's never exotic to anybody.
I mean,
but I feel like a lot of
we're exotic to like Asian people.
A lot of Latin girls like white dudes.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Case and study, Garrett. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Is Garrett exotic?
Latinas like me.
I know. I know. So, and that's not abnormal in the Latina community.
You're right.
So,
you're right.
I don't know. But yeah, so but overall it seems like the second half of this movie is where it loses me. It seems to drag a bit in the third act, especially
at like the 2-hour mark. I started checking my clock
because honestly, that first half I think is paced very well.
Yeah,
I think it's paced very well. The movie just is going along so smoothly. These scenes are very well balanced. You have like action scene, character moment, action scene, character moment. It's all just the plot is moving very smoothly, and yeah, that last act is just where it drags to me.
It does drag.
And one thing
I think, why are we getting into spoilers now or no? I mean, well, all right, well, maybe not spoilers, but so here's what pisses me off with like the final battle stuff is like I could literally predict what was gonna happen when they were like dominating the fight in the big fight at the end of the movie. I was like, all right, cool, it's going good. It's not gonna stay that way. They're gonna start dying. There's gonna reach this point of like hopelessness, and then something magical is gonna happen that wins the battle for them. Hope is not lost.
I feel like that's how it is every time. Yeah, I mean,
what the fuck? Like, dude, that final battle, that was literally the final battle in the first movie. Hey, Wise heard you.
Yeah,
that whole shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, does it work? Yes. I'm just tired of seeing the same thing. And yeah, like the whole battle being on the water, like, dude, it was literally the same thing.
I know.
Also, the hostage situation. They always, twice in a row, they grab the kid. I'm like, how many times are these kids gonna swap possession of people?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
So, and I saw a video of Pop Culture Brian talking about why does the Avatar franchise get more critique on predictable plots as opposed to other sci-fi franchises.
Maybe because they're in the same fucking place.
Like in the same location?
This one was literally in the same location, in the same situation as Way of Water.
So, but then he brought up about the Death Star in the original Star Wars.
I saw that video, yeah.
And then the Death Star in Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
But Return of the Jedi does get a lot more critique and hate out of the Star Wars original trilogy than any of them.
It does.
So...
And I critiqued Star Wars when
Force Awakens?
Yeah. They did the same shit.
Yeah.
They did the same thing. And I was like, which I thought, again, it works, but I'm like, I wish they would have done something different.
Yeah.
I like Force Awakens.
Yeah.
But
I think the critique is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they get critiqued.
So overall, before we dive into spoilers, what would you give it out of 10?
I'll go like 7.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's higher than I thought you would give it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know I'm being like critical right now. I mean, but it's like, but I still enjoy it. I still enjoy watching it. It's a very immersive experience, which I really like. But it's just like, if you keep giving me the same shit, I'm gonna start being more harsh.
Yeah. First time I watched that, I gave it a 6 out of 10. After this time, I would bump it up to 6.5 or 7.
Yeah, no, I was feeling like a 6, but I think I'm being generous with the 7. But
I mean, but it really is such an immersive world, immersive experience. Like, yes, that is what you're going to see this movie for.
Yeah, but
you know,
I just wish that wasn't the only thing that I'm going for.
Right. You wish there was a little more effort put into the story, the characters.
Yes. Like, bro, I want to get into a spoiler moment right now.
Well, we are. I said we can go into spoilers now.
Okay, all right. Like, bro, when he was about to kill Spider, I was like, do it. I know nobody look, I get that he's like supposed to be this like lovable character, the innocent character, even though I've been hearing a lot of people ragging on his Spider for his acting.
Valid.
Valid.
Yeah.
Because he be having some cringe ass moments.
But is that more on Spider, the actor Jack Champion, or is that more on the writing that they give him?
See, I think that's not helping him either.
It's not helping.
It's not helping.
I'll tell you that. It's not helping because of the lines like, when he can breathe now, guess I don't need this bullshit. Or like,
yes, like he's so.
When he called them buttholes, I'm like,
see, here's my thing.
What are we doing?
Here's my thing. He's been raised by the Na'vi his whole life. Why does he talk so different from everybody? Why is he? It's like he's just like a regular human. Like, I don't feel.
You talking about like accent wise or just
like
slang?
Even that, the slang, the accent, everything, just in how he talks. I'm like, why wouldn't he talk like how the Na'vi talk exactly? You know what I mean? Like, it seems like he's adopted every part of their culture except the talking.
When did he become a part of the Sully family? Since he was a kid, yeah? A little.
Since he was young as hell.
Since he was young?
Definitely the age where you would, accustom that.
Right.
Probably not the right word, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, when Jake had him at knife point and I was like, do it. Like, I just want something interesting to happen. Yeah. I just want something different. And literally when he had the knife to him, I'm like, he's not going to do it because this franchise is so scared to kill people. They won't do it.
Well, they killed the brother in Avatar Way of Water. So
you're right. That was like the only fucking death.
So the main driving point story-wise for this one, Fire and Ash, was like darkness, destruction, hopelessness, consequences. James Cameron kept saying there's going to be consequences in Fire and Ash, but it felt like there was higher stakes and more consequences in Avatar Way of Water than there was in Fire and Ash.
Yeah.
Because no one died, and anyone that did die, they kind of glazed over it. Yeah. Like the kid of the water tribe.
Yeah. No, I know you're talking. The
Broccoli Top.
Loak's girlfriend's brother, that dude.
Loak's girlfriend's brother.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the mother that gave birth, who died giving birth at the end, they kind of,
But again, these are all side characters.
Yeah, all side characters.
Yeah.
You're right.
And like, I feel like this whole thing was about Spider. And I just feel like it would have hit harder if he had to be sacrificed to, preserve the Na'vi way, which should have happened. Because him living and breathing is the most dangerous thing to every Na'vi on the planet. So, yeah, I get that it's like a heartless decision, but you're going to give up your entire way. I don't know.
And I'll tell you what.
Him living is dangerous.
I'll tell you why that would be interesting for this movie as well, is because honestly, right now, Jake Sully is one of the more unlikable characters out of our main that we have. So you have Jake kill Spider, make him even more unlikable.
Yeah.
I think it just adds
create a divide in his family.
Yeah.
I think it'd create a really interesting dynamic. And now Quaritch has a whole nother reason to hate Jake more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because they've been working, it seems like they're getting closer and closer to Jake and Quaritch not liking each other, but realizing
they've always had a mutual respect.
Right.
For each
a mutual
other.
respect, realizing the similarities that the two have with each other. So it, like each time you think Quaritch is on the verge of possibly having a redemption arc, he does some stupid shit.
Yeah.
But that would add a whole nother reason of why Quaritch would want to go after Sully. Because at this point, it's like, oh, he's just a traitor to the people of Earth, to his race. I'm like, this is like
that's a very military reason.
This is like 8 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? You're the one trying to colonize this planet. Like, maybe if this was taking place back on Earth, yeah, he was a traitor Earth, but like you're on Pandora. Like, who gives a shit? And this is 8 years ago.
I thought it was so.
Maybe wait, I think longer.
I think what was really interesting actually was how Jake was treated when they took him into custody. It was like they caught Bin Laden, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that was so interesting. Like everybody was like, and who are these spectators that were there taking pictures and cheering? Is there vacationing to Pandora at this point?
And well, no, they're moving people from Earth to Pandora.
Are they?
Is what I'm. Yeah. Because,
okay, I didn't know if they had like started the colonization yet or like what they were doing, because they were there for the resources.
They were there for the resources.
What was it? No. What was it?
I can't remember the name.
The gravity.
The first one?
Or what was it? The rock. What was that?
Yeah, some in the tree, right?
It was like graviton.
I don't know. I don't remember the name.
What was it called? Unobtainium.
Unobtainium?
Unobtainium, because it was unobtainable.
What the fuck?
I remember it being a fucking ridiculous name. That's so stupid.
It's stupid.
It's a superconductor, a room temperature prize for its unique electromagnetic properties.
Okay. So they were there for the resources. Avatar: The Way of Water. They want to start colonizing the planet. And
I didn't know they wanted to start
Earth.
colonizing, honestly. I thought they just needed the resources.
I guess it's not really like heavily addressed what they want to start doing, I guess. But you can kind of tell that they're wanting to colonize with the base that they're creating.
Yeah.
And of course, it's just like this big metal factory that looks like shit.
Oh, I know. I saw that. I was like, of course, it's just the biggest fucking eyesore.
Yeah.
And dude, every military nut is just the dumbest character. They're all so dumb. They're talking about, ecosystems, plants and trees. They just laugh in their face like, dude, does no one learn? I don't know. Like, they just make them the most ignorant assholes on the planet.
I mean, I feel like that's with intent.
It's the point. I get it. It's a critique on us.
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember. Oh, well, back to... Wait, hold on.
Quaritch?
No.
Sully? Killing Spider?
Oh, stop. Shut up.
All right.
Oh, okay, yeah. And yeah, so with Quaritch also, bro, when they were fighting at the end of the movie and they saved Spider... Why the fuck did they stop fighting?
Because they're fucking gas, bro.
No, bro. No. You're going toe to toe. You guys are fighting to the death, but because Spider fell over the edge. No.
No. Wait, no. Because Jake just saved his life. Jake just saved Quaritch's life. That's why we're talking about Quaritch at least has that respect for Jake. That's where that comes in.
Bro.
That's where that comes in. Jake just saved his life and Spider's life.
He
could have let them both drop. That's 2 less problems to worry about. Spider dies and they don't have to worry about the human race finding out how to breathe on Pandora, and Quaritch dies and stops trying to get him. But he saved both of them. So that's why they stopped fighting.
No, Jake should not.
What are you talking
bro,
about?
What do you mean?
What?
Dude, Jake, I'm not talking about why Quarch stopped fighting. I'm talking about why Jake stopped fighting.
Like what? Like why didn't Jake fucking stab him after saving him?
Yes, why didn't he fucking kick him off the edge?
Again, that's like we're going back to the respect thing. That's not.
No,
That's not.
No,
Yes.
there's no respect. You just held my fucking daughter hostage.
Yeah,
You just held my daughter and wife hostage. And now because you tried to save Spider, I'm just going to let you. No, fuck that. He saved Spider, but fuck that. Kick him off the edge.
I think Jake still wants like a fair fight.
No.
Why not?
Why does Jake need a fair fight? If anybody who has if anybody has that If anybody has that mentality about like having a fair fight and treating this like a whole challenge, it'd be Quarch. Quarch would be the person with that mentality.
And
Jake's just trying to protect his family. I'll shut up now.
Well, and Quarch could have done something when they escaped from the Ash Raiders, but Jake was tired and
they were still on the run. Their lives
What
were
does that matter? What does that matter? Quarch could have fucking stabbed them there.
Because he saw the value of keeping Jake around to help to fight.
What's
if
the
they
value?
ran into the Ash people again to protect each other, that makes sense.
What's the value at that point?
That was about his own survival.
I mean,
And the survival of Spider, because he cares about Spider.
but he ends up dipping anyways and leaving Spider.
Because he realized that that he had allies show up, they were fine.
Yeah.
They weren't in danger anymore.
Yeah. So
And he knew he was gonna have no place. If he stayed with them, he knew he was gonna be a prisoner.
That's why I'm saying Quarch could have just done something earlier that night. He could have fucking stabbed him in his sleep for all we know. That's what I'm saying. You're nitpicking here with why did Jake stop fighting Quarch? They're both fucking exhausted. Jake just saved Quarch's life.
No.
He just saved Spider's life.
No, your logic is not.
No, it's
making
not.
Sense. It's not making sense.
Yours isn't making sense.
No, mine makes just listen. Mine makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. They were running away from the Ash people.
I'm talking about.
No,
at the fucking
I understand.
end now.
I'm talking about both of them right now. They were running from the Ash people, and yeah, they were both exhausted. They both decided to conserve their energy in case they came back. And he knew that he was going to have a better chance of fighting against them with Jake than if he were to fight them by himself. They got lucky that their allies showed up instead. And once he saw that and he knew Spider was safe, but also I think he was just thinking about himself.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm going to get taken prisoner. So he dipped. He's going to have no place with them. In the final fight, you're not listening to a word I say?
You do realize they slept the whole night. Like I'm saying, he could have fucking snuck attack him, stab him in his sleep. Doesn't matter.
Are you not hearing me?
But are you not hearing me?
You're right. He could have done that, Blake.
That's
and
why
I just explained to you. No, I just explained to you why he didn't. Because if the Ash people showed up, Jake's gonna be no help if he's dead. Correct? Correct.
But if he's trying to dip out of there with Spider anyways, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. He ran off anyways by himself. Yes, the allies showed up. So what would have been? It doesn't matter anyways. He went off by himself anyways. He didn't have Jake around when he ran off when the allies showed up. The Ash people could have gotten him after he left them.
Because he knew Jake didn't need him anymore. He needed Jake at that point. Jake didn't need him. That's why he ran.
This is a huge nitpick.
No, it's not. The logic of this situation when they were running from the Ash people makes sense. And it doesn't equate to why I'm mad about the final fight. In the final fight, he just held his wife and daughter hostage. Mm-hmm. And you're telling me all because he went after Spider after he went over the edge, that now they were just like cool when he pulled him back up. And also, let me get to this point. Jake was he told the rest of the people to stop. Like he was gonna, take on the challenge of possibly integrating him into the tribe and that kind of shit. That's where I saw Jake's mind going. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? After all the shit this guy has done, I don't care how forgiving of a person you are. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Are you Jake Sully?
No.
Okay, then what? Well, I just feel like this is a huge nitpick right now.
I just wish there was some consistency in the hatred is all, I guess, in this movie. I don't know. Fucking bro, again, held his family hostage. And keeps threatening their lives, has destroyed all this shit, is the reason they don't have their tree home anymore. Like, the list goes fucking on of how much wrong this guy has done towards Jake and his family. And all because he helped save Spider, a person that Jake almost killed himself because of that action. You're gonna like try and forgive all of this shit? No. This guy is irredeemable. Keep the fight going. As soon as you got Spider up, fucking kick him off.
So you think Quartz's character is completely irredeemable?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. That's clearly not where they.
We saw glimpses. Of.
They're laying the pieces there. They're clear. That's clearly not where they're wanting to go. I don't.
Dog. We see glimpses, and then in this very movie, he fucking weaponizes the Ash people.
Mm-hmm.
Is playing with fire, destroying, creating a major threat on their planet. Again, the list just goes on. There is no saving this guy. Why would bringing him into the tribe even be a fucking thought in Jake's head? Why would he tell Neytiri to not pull the trigger on the arrow?
I think he's wanting to bring him into the tribe.
Dog, did you see towards the end of the movie? Yes, he was.
No, he
wasn't. He was,
no,
bro.
he wasn't. What did he do?
What was he doing then? What was he doing telling Neytiri to not kill him? What was the plan? What were they going to do? Keep him prisoner the rest of his life? What was the fucking plan?
Not the plan that he wasn't right then and there saying, let's bring him into the tribe. I think at that point, he was just not wanting Neytiri to kill Spider's father right in front of him.
I do not think that's the case.
Then what's the case? What's the case?
It's what I just said.
No, he's not wanting to bring him into the tribe. At that point, I think it's him just not wanting Neytiri to kill this man in front of his kid. Like, this is where, like, it's almost like a Luke Skywalker Jedi thing. No matter how much evil and irredeemability there was in Darth Vader and all of the atrocities that he committed, at the end of the day, he was still his father, and he still saw that hope in him. He still saw that light. That's what that moment is. That's what that is. I'm not saying you have to agree that this character is, redeemable or anything, but that's what that is. They are trying to show that the Na'vi way is about finding the hope and the light in people, and that there is, I don't know, the way of Awa. I don't know what exactly the way of Awa is still, but the way of Awa.
Really? Because Neytiri is quite deep on her
hatred,
on her belief in Awa as well, and she was ready to murk that motherfucker.
Okay, you don't think there's like a conflicting a washy conflict within herself of her hatred and then her faith? What I just said, does that not make sense?
I mean, you're right, but the Na'vi also aren't afraid to kill people. That's never been a thing. Preserving, do they respect life and they preserve life and the natural world?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do. But when it comes to enemies, they don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't say they don't.
They protect themselves.
Yes. But I wouldn't say they don't give a fuck. Like, at this point, everything that Neytiri's been through and everything that the colonizers have done, like, yeah, it's absolutely understandable why Neytiri would absolutely hate their guts and doesn't want anything to do with these pink skin, as she said, people on this earth, on this world. But that is what I see in that moment when Jake is telling him to not kill Porch in that moment.
I wish I could replay the scene because I am like 90% sure he says he says something that gives me the indication that he was like gonna gonna try to make this work.
I don't get that indication.
I got that indication from
I
that
don't get
scene.
that indication. I don't. I don't know. Let us know in the comments what side you guys agree with.
That scene just pissed me off. I was like, Jake, fucking finish the job. I'm sick of people talking. Like, somebody fucking die, please.
So we see him jump off the cliff and into a pit of fire, I guess you could say. Do you think he's dead?
That's a good question.
I don't think he is.
Very possible he's not. I mean, he did.
We didn't see a body.
What?
We didn't see a body.
No. He did jump into a pit of fire. You're right, though. I don't know, man.
We didn't see a body. I don't think he's dead.
Probably not. Which is
everyone that
insane.
we saw die in this movie, we saw a body. So, or like the act committed against them, like them getting shot or etc. Eaten. But we did not see the final act of what happened to him. So I don't think I have any indication that he's dead.
You're probably right.
Because Varang is also still alive.
Yeah, also, why would they just let her go, bro?
What do you mean?
I mean, she ran away. I mean, I guess, yeah, they weren't really in a position to, like, you know, yeah, dude, how does everybody live? I guess is like where I'm at. I'm like, dude, you got these people. Also, oh my God.
Well,
fucking,
Varang,
bro, Loak had Varang in his sights, bro. Why wouldn't that be the first person you pull the trigger on? What is happening oh my God, for fights to the death? These people are so scared to kill the most important people.
You really think they're gonna take out Varang like that, dog?
Then don't make the situation in the movie where she's literally in his fucking sights and doesn't pull the trigger.
He pulled the trigger on other dudes, and then by the time he was working around to pull the trigger on her, she shot back at him.
Yeah.
She had a gun too.
So why the fuck didn't he shoot her first?
Other people didn't have guns. She did. The other people weren't as much of a threat.
You're literally making my point for me.
You are
Blake,
nitpicking
Blake,
right now.
You shoot the person with the gun. You take out the biggest threat first. Correct?
This is a movie, dog. This is a movie. It's called Build Up. We're not going to take out our
3 hours isn't enough. But we're not going to take out our main character or the main antagonist at the end of the movie. That was the end of the movie, Blake.
We're not going to have her taken out by Loak just off of a gun. Bang, dead, gone. Character gone.
Then don't create that. Don't put her in his sights.
She's like my favorite new character in this franchise. And we're going to take her out like that. Clearly, she was a formidable fighter and all this stuff.
Like I said, then don't do the scene where she is in his sights. Then don't do that.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. This movie had ridiculous amounts of plot armor for both sides, and it pissed me off at a certain point. I think I'm bringing my rating down to a 6 off of this rant.
I think this is a very nitpicky rant. And this is coming from me, who originally gave it a lower score than you. Clearly, there's more to do with Varang later in this franchise. I think that's not the last that we've seen of her.
You don't fucking say.
Yeah, I do say.
Yeah.
However, I've heard that Avatar 4 will have like a 8-year time jump.
Good. Loak will be an adult at least.
Yeah, he will. A lot of people will be grown up. I don't know what they're going to do with Spider.
I don't either.
Here's what was one of my main problems was it almost feels like they make Spider the main character of the story.
They did.
So in Avatar Way of Water, the main character was Loak.
Yeah.
And a lot of people really liked Loak in Avatar Way of Water. Spider was a character that I did not care for in Avatar Way of Water. So the fact that they made him the main character in Fire and Ash was not a positive to me.
No.
And when we were watching the movie afterwards the first time, I was talking with Summer and Berto, who I saw it with, and yeah, no, they like really care for Spider. And I'm just like, I have no connection to Spider. I don't care about Spider. And I don't know if it's the acting, if it's the dialogue with him, if it's
I feel like it's
the situation.
I feel like it's the fact that he's a human in the world of Na'vi.
But you usually tend to care for characters who are like outcasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's like crazy outcasted of where he is.
I just don't care for him. Like, what does he add? You know what I mean? Like, what's his
ambition?
Well, his ambition. No,
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No. I mean, what he adds for this story is that, Spider ends up being able to breathe on Pandora.
He's the key.
He's
for
the key.
The human race to live there.
He's the key for colonization. Which I mean, yeah, that's why Jake should have killed him. And again, making Jake's character more unlikable because I think we've built up over the course of the last few movies of his character being more and more unlikable.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a great dad.
No. Bro, blaming your other son for the death of your son is crazy. Like, when he said that, I was like, Jake, that is not something that comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
That is something you will never take back. You can never take that back.
So, I don't know. And there wasn't a moment where it seemed like Jake had made up for that moment. You know, during the end battle, he had that moment with Loak where he's like, I need my wingman.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not enough to patch this up, to gloss over what you just said to Loak 30, 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, I like our side characters. I like Loak. I like Loak's friends from the Water Tribe.
Yeah.
The
Water Tribe.
The Water Tribe. I like what else do I like? I like Varang, obviously. Is this the most you've liked Quaritch?
Yeah.
Out of all three?
Yeah. I mean, I've always liked him. I thought like he's just a good antagonist.
Right, yeah.
And like
I feel like it's
that like respect that he has for I don't know. I feel like I just have like a respect for him. I like him as a character.
In the first one, it almost feels like different with the first one just because he is a human in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And God, he got jacked for that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Was Stephen Lang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's getting old.
Dude, he's old.
He's 73 years old. So
is he doing all these like fighting scenes and shit?
Well, he's probably doing, you know, some movements for the motion capture.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm sure they have stunt doubles in there. Stunt
Probably.
Stunt double motion capture people for their characters.
Yeah.
They definitely. Yeah, for sure. So, but if he is going to be in more Avatar movies to come, then they kind of need to get going, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Because like from what we've seen in 2025, oh my God, everyone's dropping.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Everyone's passing. The co-creator of Call of Duty just passed at like 50-something years old in a car accident.
Dude, everybody's dying.
It's insane.
It's so weird. Like in the past 2 weeks, I think like there's been like 5 or 6 celebrity deaths.
It's crazy.
What I saw another criticism somebody had about Sigourney Weaver portraying like a teenager in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta agree with that one as well.
Okay, tell me why.
Like,
is it more so about her portraying a teenager or the relationship that they have Kiri have with Spider?
Well, I mean, like you can tell that your voice naturally deepens as you get older. It happens to everybody.
Sure.
I don't know. Like I don't get teenager vibes from when she talks. Like I just hear Sigourney Weaver, and I know Sigourney Weaver is in her 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It just like it does throw me off a little bit. And yeah, the relationship with Spider is not helping that as well. Because like here we have Spider, who's an actual teenager.
Yeah.
We can tell that it's the real actor on screen.
Right.
And he's kissing Kiri, played by Sigourney Weaver.
I was gonna say, did they actually have Sigourney Weaver kiss this boy?
I don't know.
I'm like genuinely curious. I want to see how old Jack Champion is. Jack Champion is 21 years old. And they filmed these movies. Ooh, I think he was a minor. He may have been like 17, 18 when they filmed Avatar, Way of Water, and Fire and Ash.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver is obviously in her 70s, right? Yeah, 76 years old. I'm sure they didn't have Sigourney Weaver kiss this kid, but but we have seen. No, I was thinking of another movie with Jeremy Irons where he was like in his 50s, and it's a weird movie where he has this relationship like with his daughter.
Ew.
And she's like a minor, and
Ew.
but there was like stunt kiss doubles used for. Yeah, it's weird. So yeah, I'm sure they didn't have Sigourney Weaver kiss Jack Champion. But story-wise, like, yeah, is that also weird because Spider and Kiri be calling Jake silly daddy?
Yeah.
You know, they're all they're in the same family.
I mean, they know obviously they're not blood related. That's not a problem.
Clearly.
Yeah.
But like the dynamic there is Spider's a part of this family.
Yeah.
You know? Kiri earlier in the movie was just you know, pleading to her dad to have Spider still be a part of this family.
Stop it, stepbrother.
Oh my God.
That's essentially what's going on there.
The next Avatar movie is going to start with dun or
wait, that was pretty good.
Do. I can't.
That's Key and Peele.
No, that's Key and Peele, but obviously you guys know what sound I'm trying to talk about, but
yeah.
Fuck, why am I blanking on like the sound now?
I don't know. Actually, you might have done the Netflix sound.
I did. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I did the Netflix sound. I was
Yeah.
trying to think of. It's not going to be a sound I'm going to be able to make with my mouth.
No.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Did you see Abella Danger was at the Miami Hurricanes game?
No, Blake, I don't follow Abella Danger.
Neither do I, but I saw it. Okay, so let's talk about Varang.
Yeah. And how hot she is.
Sure, if you want to.
Literally.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, actually, while I'm thinking of this with the fire people,
Yeah.
the first time we see them fight, and bro, that suicide bomber shit,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was wild. Because the first time I saw that, I didn't know if I was like, did he just agree to be lit on fire? Or did she just do
Yes.
that just for the sake of the raid? And was like, I don't give a fuck. But then rewatching, I'm like, oh, he agreed to that shit.
Yeah.
He was like, light me on fire. I'm blowing this bitch up.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But the tribe, like the whole tribe, is pretty interesting.
They are.
Do you think the tribe was a negative to the movie?
I've been seeing criticisms about them. I thought they were an interesting dynamic because like every Na'vi tribe that we've come across has like the same ideals where, you know, they pray to Awa. Like they all seem to have that consensus, you know, like Awa is their goddess. They value life and all that. So it was interesting to see a Na'vi tribe that was the complete opposite of that.
But I think that's honestly like a pretty valid villain to introduce and also a tribe to introduce because, I mean, that's like, for instance, you know, someone who grew up Catholic and had like a terrible experience in their time with like that.
Turning their back on religion.
Right,
and,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's pretty valid to introduce this kind of tribe.
Yeah.
Because
I thought it was cool how she essentially was like trying to become her own god kind of.
Right, yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
And she was going to spread it through fear and
Yeah.
fire. It was cool.
I didn't have a problem with introducing a character like Varang, and also just, you know, I saw someone talk about how just a villain back to formula where she just had hate in her heart and crazy.
I loved it.
Yeah. No like misunderstood villain, none of that, none misunderstood backstory, just
I hate that.
I want to see the world burn.
Yep.
Some people just want to see the world burn.
When they showed them at their base at the burnt tree or whatever, I for a minute I thought that was the tree of Natiri's people. I thought that would have been cool.
Wouldn't that have been cool?
Right? If they had like taken camp in the burnt down tree of the OG movie, I was like, that would have been cool.
What if it was?
It wasn't.
No,
because they weren't right next to a volcano.
You're right.
She said it was a volcano that burned it down.
Which means they made camp in her old town that the volcano took out.
Correct.
Yeah. But yeah, that would have been something else too. That would have been pretty cool.
I don't think like enough time has passed for that to like make sense though. Maybe. Because she like grew up in like this ash.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True. Yeah, and I just thought it was so funny to see, you know, Quaritch kind of not like, stoop down to her sort of level and start in a way like he's so arrogant and blind to like him actually accepting himself as an avatar, something that he just has shown he has like hatred for and is out for blood for. Yet if he looks in the mirror, he is accepting the Navis more than, you know, anyone.
I
mean, the man folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah,
bro.
Of course, the one that he joined, the Navi tribe that he like joins, is the freaking psychotic one. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like when he walked into that meeting and he had the full paint on, had all of his military clothes off.
Yep.
Yeah. But do you think he was trying to open up his eyes more when he had that talk with Jake? Because like we said, there's moments in here where Quaritch is like thinking to himself. He's not saying anything, but he's thinking, maybe I am free. Maybe I don't need this. Maybe, you know, because the military is so quick. Like those corporate people, those military people in this Avatar movie are so quick to you're just another number. You can be replaced.
Yeah.
So
now I think he definitely, after that conversation with Jake, I think he did start having less respect for authority in the military. Because clearly, like you said, he was like abandoning the uniform and dressing like one of the Ash people. He looked kind of cool.
He did.
Getup. Yeah.
But yeah, and it's so interesting. That's why I think Quaritch was definitely a really interesting character, because then 20 minutes later, he's still going in the battle to help them out, to take out all of the other Navis. You know what I mean? But
I
do you
think that was
just
more so an act of rebellion.
Okay.
Just wanting to do it. And plus, like, to him, this is his fight. I think that had nothing.
Do you think that was more for Varang?
That was for himself. That was for himself. He was doing that because he wanted to be there to kill Jake. This has been a personal vendetta for him. He was like, you're not going to keep me out of this fight.
If it was just more for himself and it was a rebellion, then I think it would have been pretty cool to see him like attack a military ship or something, you know?
Yeah.
Attack a
go after military people, not just
or
sky
just
people.
Anyone who gets in his way at that point.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if you're military, doesn't matter if you're Navi, just anyone who's in his way.
I would have loved the confrontation with his general. If he showed up and she was like, you're not supposed to be here, and he just fucking stab.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
I think there's like a few creative decisions that you insert into this movie that really makes not only the story more interesting, but these characters more interesting.
Yeah.
Because like a big complaint has been that the characters just aren't interesting enough. You know, that they're putting all of their effort into the visual effects, the action sequences. So I feel like those few creative choices do make these characters a lot more interesting. Where you're like, ooh, I wonder where they're going now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think...
Get me in the writer's room, bro.
I think these are valid points to be made. I don't think these are things that, you know, knock this movie down a whole like 3 points or something.
I didn't knock it down 3 points.
I know.
I knocked it down a point.
I also thought it was really interesting how they Varang, she would cut off their...
That was fucked up.
Yeah. What's it called? What's it called? They say it a few times, like, oh, he's growing a...
I know. I can never remember it. Here, wait. A Q.
Q?
Queue. Quit. How do you say that? Quit.
I think it's que.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How do they say that?
Yeah. The doctor.
He did say it.
Yeah.
I can't remember how he said it.
It's not
I can't
Q
remember the name.
because I would have remembered.
No, but it's Queue.
I think it's Koa.
Koa. I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember. Wait, Koa sounds right. Koa sounds right.
Yeah, I think it might be that. But when you're watching these movies, do you ever just get like I honestly am kind of just like envious of how much better their biology has like adapted to survive and just like how much stronger they are. I'm like, dude, why can't humans be like that? I feel like we're just weak little bitches. I hate it. I watch these movies. I'm like, bruh, we'd get dog walked with no military equipment. Dog walked.
Do you think the human race has gotten weaker as time has gone on? Because we now.
No, you're right. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
We rely more on this than we do our bodies.
Right.
But they've always lived in that harsh environment.
Right.
They never took themselves out of it.
It's almost like the human race's innovation is also in a way the human race's downfall, because now the human race is just like the main thing that they rely on is convenience, you know?
But dog,
to not be able to adapt.
Like, I think I read somewhere like their bones, even their bones are like strong. They're like stronger than steel.
Navi?
Yeah. Like their bones are just, I don't know, just like their whole thing.
Yeah.
Like just their entire biology
Yeah.
just screams adapted to survive. Their ears are more
Right.
sensitive. They have tails for better balance. Like
Yeah.
just everything. And I find it really interesting. And not to mention the fact that the average male is 9'7".
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Well, I think they also have to be,
They're 463 pounds.
they have to be more suitable for this world as well, based off the environment. The
No, I know. That's what I'm
animals.
saying.
Yeah.
Like that. I know why they're like that.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
What?
Did the high frame rate in this movie bother you at all?
I haven't noticed it.
Whoa, okay. That was one of the first thing I noticed. So, this movie was filmed with a higher frame rate for the 3D experience. So it almost has, you know, when a TV has that smoothing effect on it, and it doesn't, and it almost looks like a soap opera just because it's a higher frame rate, or like a video game. Opening scene, I noticed it right away. I noticed it had a higher frame rate, and it almost looked like a video game frame rate.
Okay.
You didn't notice that?
No.
Okay, wow. So it didn't bother you.
I mean, to be honest, I think the main reason why is because I was just so focused on the 3D.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm noticing, not the frame rate.
Yeah. It was the first thing that I noticed, just because it did have a different look to it, a different effect to it than the previous movies.
Wait, so why was it, if this was all filmed together, why is this one different than Way of Water?
Did Way of Water have a higher frame rate?
I feel like it's got to. If they filmed this all at once, why would they switch that?
Because I think it was something that they've.
That's not a thing you do in post.
No, not. I don't remember Way of Water having that same effect though.
I don't know.
But I did notice it with this one. But the reason being is really interesting. And I'm going to quote James Cameron here, and I'm going to say a lot of words that I don't even know what they mean, but it's really interesting.
Okay.
So, Fire and Ash was filmed in a higher frame rate to smooth out the 3D experience for the audience. One of the main complaints that moviegoers, me included, about the 3D experience is eye strain. You know, when you see a 3D movie and you feel like your eyes are just strained from it?
Way of Water was filmed.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was filmed using a high frame rate, primarily 48 frames per second for action heavy and underwater scenes, while dialogue and slower moments often stayed at 24 frames per second.
Okay. So I don't know why I recognized it instantly in this one. Maybe because a lot of the action sequences and frame rate took place underwater.
Maybe.
For Avatar Way of Water. But you know how, we watch a 3D movie, a lot of people say that their eyes feel strained. So, in a recent interview, James Cameron says this is brain strain, not eye strain. As he says, there's a method behind our madness. Quote, when people say they have eye strain from 3D, it's not eye strain, it's brain strain, because we integrate into a stereoscopic perception of the world in our visual cortex. Those parallax sensitive neurons can't fire if the vertical edges of things are jumping. The brain can't process that. So if we're having a stroboscopic effect that's degrading the 3D experience, then we'll use a high frame rate. It interpolates to a level that we actually can process 3D, and then the brain strain goes away. So I think that's pretty cool. So James Cameron
Yeah, all those words you don't know. You think that's cool, huh?
Well, there's a lot of words in here that I don't know, but he basically like dumbed it down in this interview as well as to essentially what you think is eye strain is brain strain, and with us filming it in a higher frame rate, it won't give you that strain effect that you feel. Because that is one reason why.
So essentially, he's compensating for making his movies 3 hours.
I mean, maybe.
That's how I'm hearing it.
We know James Cameron is very innovative when it comes to filming these Avatar movies. There was technology that
they invented technology for these movies.
Yes, him and his team invented to be able to film these movies, as they did with Avatar: Way of Water, and now with the 3D, just to have a better overall 3D experience. So, I mean, I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no mistaking that James Cameron and his team has always wanted to make the movie-going experience more innovative and more immersive.
Here's a question for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the 3D experience?
So I personally am not a fan of 3D.
I'm not either. And honestly, when I saw that this was only available in IMAX 3D.
IMAX 3D, yes. There is
I would like to watch this in IMAX without the 3D.
Well, there's no availability for just IMAX.
I know that.
Yeah.
And that kind of bothers me because I'm like, 3D just fucks with me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I genuinely think it kind of takes away from a movie sometimes.
Sometimes, I'll give you that. And these Avatar movies are literally the only movies I'm okay with seeing in 3D that I'll be excited for 3D. These are the only movies I will see in 3D. Yeah. I'm just not a 3D person. I've even done 4DX before, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like
4DX.
No, I don't like 4DX.
Bro, that shit. What did we watched Red One.
Yeah.
We watched Red One.
I've also seen Nightmare Before Christmas in 4DX, which is so random.
That's so stupid.
So random.
But bro, Red One, we were getting jerked around, bro.
Yeah.
That was not. I hate it. I couldn't stay in my seat.
Yeah.
Like the seat felt like the way the seats were. I felt like I was constantly about to fall out. I don't know.
My perfect experience would just be like IMAX or IMAX 70 millimeter, no 3D.
Yeah, just give me a big ass screen.
Yeah, big ass screen with big ass speakers, beautiful sound. Like that's what I'm there for. Also, one of the cooler sound effects in the movie. What the fuck? Hey. One of the cooler sound effects in the movie was the sounds that the whales were making.
Yeah, no, that part was really cool, and
it reminded me of Dune.
oh yeah. One detail I noticed in that though that I really liked, is when they were making that sound. Mm-hmm. Did you notice the vibrations in the water?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, big ass whales.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 3D I can go without. But here's the thing too: is IMAX. This is why these movies make $2 billion is because they're not only in IMAX, they're in IMAX 3Ds. These ticket prices skyrocket. I looked up on my Regal app what it would cost as not an unlimited member.
Yes.
After taxes and fees, buying a ticket on the app for Regal is $31 for one ticket to see this movie. That's why they're grossing $2 billion.
Yeah. That's
$31 for one ticket.
And this is the only movie people go see in 3D.
I know.
No, that's like that's ridiculous.
Who can afford that for a family?
Nobody, bro.
Oh my god.
Nobody.
Family of 4. That's $120
to go see this.
To go see the movie before snacks, before anything, before dinner, before popcorn, before drinks.
Dude. That's ridiculous.
Dang, bro.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god. But I was doing a little research and I was like, how do these movies make so much money? Like they even though it shows that these are the highest grossing movies of all time, their ticket sales can't be the most. So in context, the tickets sold for Avatar, the first one in 2009, which is the I guess now second highest grossing movie of all time behind Avengers Endgame after the Avengers Endgame re-released, which is $2.9 billion. And back in 2009, tickets were cheaper. So there was 331 million tickets sold. Yeah, 331 million tickets sold for Avatar, as compared to Avengers Endgame, which is right around the same gross for $2.9 billion, 351,491,000 tickets sold for Avengers Endgame. So you have 20 more million tickets sold. However, they're nearly grossing the same amount of money. And that's because of that price gouge of the IMAX 3D experience. You have Avatar: The Way of Water. That grossed $2.3 billion. That sold 258 million tickets. And then you have Avengers: Infinity War, which grossed $2 billion on the dot. That sold 265 million tickets. So Avengers: Infinity War sold 7 million more tickets, but made
less money,
like 300 million less at the box office.
Them ticket prices, man.
So ticket prices. You know, so when people ask, how do these movies make so much money? How do they make $2 billion?
People be buying the 3D
tickets.
That's
That's how. It's the only movie that people will go see in 3D, and those 3D prices are no joke.
Because they know this whole thing is for the visuals.
Right. Fucking
and they want the full experience. But
inflation, man.
$120 for a family of 4 is crazy.
Inflation is a bitch.
Yeah.
So, but Avatar: Fire and Ash opened up to a $347 million opening weekend globally, compared to $435 million opening weekend with Avatar: Way of Water.
Wait, say that again.
Avatar: Fire and Ash opened up to $347 million globally, compared to $435 million opening weekend for Avatar: Way of Water.
So Way of Water is beating it.
Way of Water is beating it. I wonder if Fire and Ash will hit $2 billion. I feel like every Avatar movie that comes out, James Cameron is like, yeah, it needs to hit $2 billion if we want to keep making these movies.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow. I mean, I think this will make enough money to pay for the next one. Like, it's going to do it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's easily making $1 billion.
Yeah.
And I think it'll easily make $1.5 billion. I think it'll be harder to reach 2 compared to Avatar: Way of Water, just because people had been waiting 13 years.
Yeah,
for another
it was
Avatar.
a bigger event.
Yeah, it was a bigger event.
Yeah.
People have been waiting for it for a long time.
Yeah.
The more you make stuff, the more it's going to get diluted.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it is. Unless, you have a 20 movie culmination of the MCU with Avengers Endgame.
No, I heard James Cameron talking about how he doesn't make movies for the critics and all that. He makes movies for people that people want to see. That's his motivation. He wants to make something that people are going to want to go see.
I mean, I'm fine with that sort of mindset as a director.
Yeah.
I don't want a director make a movie for critics or fans. Like you just make your movie.
Yeah.
Make your movie.
Yeah.
And we saw AWA for the first time.
Yeah. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah.
With the looks of what AWA looked like.
It almost looked like too human.
It was just like a ghost.
I mean, we just see like a face.
It was like a ghost version of a Navi.
Yeah.
And the reason you couldn't really tell it was Navi is because you never see the bottom of the nose.
No, you just see like a side profile.
Yeah.
You see her eyes and the side of her face.
I thought AWA could have looked cooler.
Cooler?
Yeah.
In what way?
More majestic? I don't know.
The scenario and the environment was majestic.
I never visualized AWA as like a Navi herself. I just kind of pictured her as just like this shapeless spirit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just like was connected to everything. Like she was more something of like energy, not necessarily a person. Like I kind of thought it was weird that she took form. Or it like, what if AWA was just like a big tree, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like a glow. I don't know. Or just like a beacon of light. I don't know.
A beacon of hope.
Shut up.
We didn't get the Thor trailer in this one. Apparently, the Thor trailer for Avengers Doomsday is supposed to start rolling out.
Yeah. No, we
later
saw
this week.
We saw the Steve Rogers one.
Yeah. Did that do anything for you?
No.
I don't think it's been doing.
Dog, it's knocking on a door that's been closed for like how many years now?
Yeah.
It's,
A lot of years.
Yeah, it's desperate. That's what it is.
I'm excited for the Thor trailer though, because that one was left with a little more of an ambiguous ending.
Well, yeah, like Thor is still up and going in the
Yeah.
MCU as far as
That's where like, well, we saw Cap. He's old as shit. He's done.
Yeah, and I'm like, Cap will return. I'm like, is he time traveling again? He's gonna
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can't we just let this man have his peaceful ending? Like, that's what I don't like. I feel like it came to a nice conclusion for Cap's character,
Yeah.
and now they're just bringing him back because the new characters are not working out for him.
No, they're not. Peggy Carter though.
Yeah, you think he wants to leave that? Why would he want to leave that? Exactly. Stay in the past. Have fun with those knockers.
All right. Well, overall, this movie's a spectacle. No mistaking that. I still enjoyed it. Like I said, I enjoyed the first half, honestly, a lot this time.
Mhm.
I enjoyed the first half a lot. Enjoyed it a little more on rewatch. Second half, it loses me, drags, and I think just a few creative decisions for the characters that would make their characters more interesting. But I like a lot of dynamics in this movie. I like the introduction of some new characters, and just this world is so fucking cool. It is.
It is really
the world
cool
is so cool. And
how do you feel as far as like the whole concept of Spider, growing his thing and like essentially becoming Navi but a human.
A Navi breed, like half human, half Navi.
How did you feel about that? I thought that was like extremely convenient.
It is convenient
and weird. Like, bro, she just
think he should have just been able to breathe the air, not be able to grow up.
Correct. I think that's a bit much. Like, I get that it changed his biology, but to so much to the point that he grew an appendage, like that seemed a bit much.
Yeah. Like, what is he gonna grow? A few feet now?
Yeah, is he gonna grow a tail?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I guess we'll see where they take his character down the road, because that is a possibility, I guess you could say.
I guess it is.
So we'll see.
But
right now it seems like a bit much.
Yeah. No, it was weird.
Yeah.
It was I didn't like how convenient that scene was.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said she had never had any training of like, summoning AWA or anything like that. She just kind of like did it, and she's just like, she's like the Jesus of this.
She's the Rey Skywalker.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah. I think I always have a problem when when people have abilities that aren't like validated.
When female characters have abilities on our belt.
Did I say that? No, I did not say that.
I think it's valid too, because they even show Loak struggle with like his not training, but like it shows in the beginning of the movie that like Loak isn't ready to handle the weapon, like the gun and everything, and it just takes a little more for him to get used to. And
yeah,
so I don't know. I don't
know. I kind of feel like that came out of nowhere from Kiri. Like, I know she's like always like been very in touch with AWA, like that's always kind of been her thing.
Yeah,
but that it just felt like a very convenient solution. Like, and of course that, the whole reason that they even were taking Spider gets fixed like that.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Overall, I don't care for Spider.
Yeah.
I think,
no, honestly, I was like, well, Spider's gonna die. It's too bad.
Yeah. I don't care for Spider. So unless they get me to start caring for Spider, I don't know.
Yeah. Now he again, like, I don't know, who was his mom again?
Well, someone on base. I don't know.
Just some random woman?
Yeah, it's no woman that we ever know. Or it's a woman that we never know. Or is it? Who is it?
She apparently died in the final battle of the first movie. Paz Sakaro, who is
I don't know, man. I don't know.
yeah, I don't think we ever meet this character in the movie.
No. All right. Well,
I don't know, bro.
Overall, like I recommend for the experience, if you know, if you can afford to drop like $31 if you're not a Regal member.
Dude, just become a Regal member at that point. Like literally the price you will pay for your literally the price you pay for your Regal pass and then the $9 on top of it.
It's the same.
It's the same price.
It's the same.
So just be a Regal member for a month if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Go see some more movies.
Sponsor us, Regal.
For real. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've probably gotten them so many fucking signups.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
But overall,
give us money or a mug at the very least. Like Jesus
I want
Christ.
a mug.
Yeah, give me I see them in that you sell them.
Yeah.
The giant Stanley cups. Give us one of those.
Yeah, those are cool.
That's all
actually.
I want. No, I want more. But it's not right.
But yeah, overall, like whenever Avatar comes in theater, I'm always gonna be down to go see it. Like it's not my favorite franchise, but the world in itself, Pandora, just is very intriguing. It's very immersive.
It makes me like want to be a part of it,
right?
Like this is one of the few movies where it's like I just wish I could just like walk out, and you know just be in the movie.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well that's gonna do it for our review of Avatar: Fire and Ash. Make sure to check out our Christmas episode on the Patreon. Make sure to get us to 300 paid patrons so we can shave Garrett's head. Need to see that. And looking forward to 2026 with y'all. I think we're doing end of the
got one more
end of the year recording before 2026. Okay, one more recording that might come out New Year's Day though. Either way,
this could possibly be the last one of 2025. So
that's weird.
Yeah.
If that's the case,
Time's
then
a bitch.
Time is a bitch. We hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, a wonderful Christmas, wonderful New Year's, and here's to 2026.
Yes, sir.
Big things 2026. Let's get it. And we'll see y'all next time on DuckTakes.
See you guys.